Welcome to Bloodbath TV. This ain't Wrong Turn, it's Evil Breed, The Legend of Samhain.
Well, this can't be good.
Being a fan of both horror and porn, and a huge fan of Jenna Jameson growing up, so I seeked out Evil Breed. So this movie is about a very small class from America. They're studying druids and shit. They decide to fly over to Ireland to study some rocks.
Well, believe it or not, it's a calendar. The ancient druids placed great importance on the passing of seasons.
I think you're overcomplicating this movie. It's Wrong Turn. This is about a group of Americans in the backwoods getting attacked and kidnapped by cannibal inbred locals.
They look like a mix between like Michael Berryman from The Hills Have Eyes and that guy from Freaked.
I mean, toss in a little Jeff Goldblum from The Fly as well.
He looks really cool, I think. I think that's the best part of this movie, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. They fly over to Ireland. They meet a guy named Gary, who's the groundskeeper.
Or tell the kids to stick with the path. Bad things happen when you stray from the path.
And well, nothing really happens for about an entire hour. They are warned. Ginger Lynn's there, fellow porn star.
There's a few fellow porn stars in this film.
Yeah, Chasey Lane plays Amy in the beginning, and we see a great intro scene. She gets her entire torso ripped off.
Richard Grieco's out there for you Night at the Roxbury fans.
Richard Grieco.
See you later, Grieco!
Later, Richard!
And well, the rest of the cast are basically throwaway.
And besides, it's always the boring virgin who gets to live at the end.
Well, then I guess you've got nothing to be concerned about.
And you're on top of the list?
Oh, you bet I am.
Steve, you know masturbation doesn't count, don't you?
Like we said, this is not Wrong Turn. This film actually came out before Wrong Turn, and there's lots of elements that are scattered throughout this movie that are like Wrong Turn. I'm not talking just Wrong Turn 1. We've got the lore of the family and why they gotta keep it pure.
In the early 14th century, the Sawney Bean clan lived in a cave and survived by murdering and robbing travelers. No one ever imagined that they were being eaten.
Ew!
Cool!
We've got decapitation traps. We've got the ability to sneak and hunt. And like going into this fancy cottage.
And it's not just an early 2000s porn star type of thing. They feel exactly like Wrong Turn.
Those darn druids, huh? They invite a few pals over for a little harmless human sacrifice, and look what happens.
I don't get why people are comparing this to The Hills Have Eyes, other than the fact that that film also features a family of cannibal inbreds, or comparing this to Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The only thing that's similar with those movies is the inbred and cannibal aspect of it.
Goddamn inbred motherfuckers.
This is definitely much more like Wrong Turn. Even from the way that they are captured, they're strapped down to a table and they're there to either be eaten or be bred with. Because we do meet a woman, she's had a baby and it's just laying on the floor. She says it didn't make it, looks about 2 years old.
I do like her response though. How long have you been here?
I don't know. Months. Years, maybe.
For someone who has supposedly been there for over a year, she looked in fantastic condition. She looked well fed and healthy.
I heard Milky's does a body good, Josh.
Once I saw her, I had to meet her. She's gorgeous. For me, she gets total attention. Milk does a body good.
Speaking of milkers, to no surprise we saw Jenna Jameson's, which led to probably the funniest moment in the entire film. The breeder goes to eat the silicone boob. Classic reaction.
He's just like, well, fuck, I can't eat the titty. What else could I eat? And he goes through her guts for so long, and he doesn't find anything worth eating. So you only trap women to eat their titties? He is the most picky cannibal I've ever seen in any movie. He just might be vegan, because I didn't see him eat shit.
You're right, he did not eat one person. He might as well have been a barber, because he was giving people fresh shaves.
If you're not gonna eat his flesh, what's the point of shaving him? That sounded fucking weird. If I was an inbred cannibal living in a cave, there's no reason for me to shave you. I'm gonna eat your body. Yeah, I'll just cut your stomach open, eat your good guts.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
He eats one implant from Jenna Jameson and is like, why the fuck would I eat that perfectly good leg?
The breeder is not like Michael Scott going to Hooters.
I will have a chicken breast. Hold the chicken. Oh.
We've been talking about almost only the last 20 minutes of this movie because the first hour sucks.
I'm going back. This is not a good idea.
Change the CD, will ya?
It's just terrible actors talking to each other.
She's just playing hard to get rid of.
This one guy, Steve's trying to get with Barbara.
What's the matter, Barbara? Afraid of intimacy? I can't help but wonder what doors of mystery you might open to the man with the right, key?
Shay, she seems to be pretty popular because they keep talking about her.
So, what's your favorite scary movie, Shay?
Steve, will you leave Shay alone?
Oh, Shay.
Speaking of like unexpected kills, Karen's death was out of nowhere. You would assume from this buildup that Karen is maybe not the final girl, but at least one of the like last survivors. When they killed her, didn't see that coming. There's actually a lot of things I didn't see coming, like Ginger Lynn being a martial artist and having a wicked fight scene on a staircase.
I was so shocked, but very impressed. Everyone's coming here for Jenna Jameson, but we're staying for Ginger Lynn. And she's stuck in indie horror for a long ass time. In fact, we recently watched a movie called Slashlerette Party, which she plays a psychologist throughout the entire film. She holds it down.
Gary, what a stank. Are you dying in there or what?
But it's strange how fast things just pick up, and it hits us with Gary's death, which was the best death in the whole film.
His guts are ripped out of his ass and then strangles him with it, all while doing a stupid comedy gag because you can hear the farts.
Jesus, Gary. I told you to take it easy on the haggis.
The jokes really were interesting in this one.
You sound like some Ted Raimi flick or something.
That would be Sam Raimi, Barb.
Even to the point where we have the one guy down in the cellar who has like the knife and the breeder's like, doot, 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 my blade. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Then dies. Like, come on.
Yeah, that guy should not have given up his blade. I'm never giving a mutant guy a weapon. I don't care how nice he is.
There's a lot that we failed to mention that is the main focus of this film. Jenna Jameson is not in this movie. 2 scenes, one of them is for 5 seconds as an introduction to say, hey, I'm Jenny. And then the other one, she's put on a table and gutted. Because of this, she's actually not in the scene because it's a dummy.
So the whole reason why we watched this movie, Jenna Jameson is not in it. Why she's on the cover,
we know
why.
know
why. The same reason why Greco's on there.
There was a lot to be frustrated about with this film. I'm gonna toss the Jenna Jameson thing aside because I was most irritated with the ending. The ending of this movie was garbage. You have a moment where it transitions as it fades to black, assuming time has passed. Time did not pass. It was instant that Ma moved Shay to the bed, then Shay finishes with her charging demon face to kill.
Why? Is Shay in on this whole situation and she's been secretly plotting to bring other people up to potentially feed to this inbred community?
Yeah.
Seems unlikely to me.
Like, is this story so good, everyone missed the point?
We are just less than. So now you've heard our thoughts. Let's talk about our ratings. John, take it away.
You wouldn't guess it, but this is a Halloween movie.
The only rituals left are fires in the fields, candles in the windows, and trick-or-treaters.
If you love horror and porn, it's definitely not a movie to check out.
I should have known your newfound good nature wouldn't last long now that you got what you wanted.
I'm not recommending it. So with that being said, I give this film 1 steamy shower scene out of 5.
Keep it up.
I'm trying.
I also don't recommend it, and the effort it takes to track down because it's not widely available is just not worth it. We've highlighted the great scenes, we'll put those in quotes, but honestly, having Jenna Jameson in something where it's not a blow bang, I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, he chops her up, but you know what? She deserved it. She was too stupid to live.
And seeing the inspiration for Wrong Turn, for sure. I don't care what the director says, it definitely is. But I'm giving this 1.5 awkward proposals out of 5.
I'd like another chance to ask again.
As always, thank you for watching. Like this video and comment below with your thoughts on the film if you've seen it. If you haven't and you do want to check it out, links are in the description. But if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with everything here on Bloodbath TV.
Hi guys.